Well, I'd had an unusual route really. I'd ended up I'd left kind of Kerr when I was about 15. That's how I ended up in London. I came to university. And I was really ambitious and I was really kind of quite hard working, but then I think just a mix of kind of being in London and not having a lot of money, still not knowing a lot of people, it just really kind of zapped my energy a bit. So leaving college, I just lost that momentum that I've built up over 3 years of painting, my painting practice. So when I started painting again, because I had like a breakout for about 10 years, and I was just focusing on my studio really, and then I did a show in about 2007, I think it was, and that was the first body of work where I really kind of felt the phoenix had flew from the ashes. And it was a mixture of kind of quite personal work and a mix of themes. Some of it was quite personal, some of it was a little bit gentler, but that was kind of the first time, I felt like I'd had a proper springboard really into getting back into painting. It's always what I end up doing. It's always kind of concerned around with the human form and flesh and the face, the portraits. I think it's theatrical in a way, but it hasn't in that kind of very dramatic lighting. That's reference to European figurative art that I've always liked anyway. So yeah, I'm just really interested in strong imagery really. I don't think you can point it down to anything. I just like quite powerful, emotionally charged kind of imagery. Or at least something with feeling, and don't really have time for kind of pictures of L'Oreal type models, or I don't know, just something with a bit of an oomph to it really. I've been mixing kind of remote tribes or untouched tribes, some of them, with kind of everyday kind of Americanisms in a way, like Disney World and fighter planes, and a kind of reference to the way we live now and materialism and the Western world and over trimmings that go with it. So I've kind of stayed with a kind of painted theatrical face, but I've gone more down like a Celtic route, looking maybe at my own kind of lineage in a way, that Pictish or Celtish imagery. Like I said, it's still got to be quite strong imagery. The faces have got to be quite strong. So with this piece, I feel like I'm putting the kind of tentacles out and I'm seeing kind of what works and what doesn't. Wherever you go, or you put something or you exhibit something, somebody's going to have a digital form. So I ask myself when I'm actually working on a piece, well, would you be happy seeing this in 10 years on the internet, like haunting you? And it really is a black and white. It's a very definite yes or no, really. I mean, different things shine through anyway. Technically I might look at a piece and think, oh, it's probably not as strong. But some of the ideas, I just think if you're a bit honest and passionate, you're always gonna, I don't know, you can't go wrong really if you work hard and you're passionate, and you spend time on preparation and getting your design, your idea, your composition together. So not everything works on the street. There are some things I've done that I'd probably do differently now, but yeah, I use the kind of bear to see this in 10 years time all over the internet to decide whether I should just set fire to something or paint over it, and things like that.